going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? So in my reaction to my first ever rebuild, I mentioned that I put a poll on the community tab, and I asked you guys, you want to see my first ever rebuild? Me reacting to that, my 2020 preseason predictions for the NBA, and my 2019 mock draft. So this was the second highest vote getter. We're going to be reacting to my 2020 NBA predictions today. So don't worry, I will be reacting to my 2019 mock draft in the next video or the video after. We'll get into that. And yeah, we are reacting to this. Now, it wasn't a video, it was a podcast. It was my first ever podcast. So instead of watching the podcast, because it was long, it was like 30 minutes, we're just going to kind of go through what I had in the Google Doc. So you can see that it was last edited on October 20th, 2019. So I guess that was right before the season started. And we'll go through these predictions. And also, a lot of you guys have been asking me, where is the podcast? I don't know, because I did the podcast from October 20th, around then, to, I would say, right before the bubble kind of started back up. It was like June, right? It was around June, I believe I started it, or I stopped. June or July. And I had fun throughout it. It's just, I don't know. I just wanted to experience a podcast and do a podcast for the first time in my life, and I had fun doing it. I just felt probably I would enjoy it more, or not enjoy it more, but keep it going if I had like a roommate or just somebody that can come over and we can record it and both be on camera right next to each other and debate. It was kind of a lot of solos or having people on through like a Zoom, or just like obviously just having their voice cut in. So I don't know. I just felt it would have been more official that way. Maybe it will come back in the future. I just don't know at the moment. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. So yeah, we have my conference predictions. We have my award predictions. We have the coaches that could be fired, players that could be traded, all-star predictions, and conference finals predictions. So we have a lot to go through in here. And yeah, you can see it was over a 40-minute podcast. So we'll go through the Western Conference predictions first. As you can see here, I had the Nuggets as the 1 seed. Okay, they ended up as what? The 4 seed, I believe? No, wait. No, they ended up as the 3 seed. Okay, yeah, they were the 3 seed. Utah was the 6 seed, I'm pretty sure, and Houston was 4. OKC was 5, yeah. So they ended up as the 3 seed. So I was high on Denver this year. I did think that the Lakers and the Clippers were kind of, they weren't going to mail in the regular season. They were just kind of going to pick it up more in the playoffs. I did have the Clippers as the 2 seed. I was right there. Rockets at 3, they ended up being 4. Jazz at 4, they ended up being 6. Yeah, this is where I got a big one wrong. I had the Lakers all the way at 5. That is clearly wrong. They were the 1 seed, so that one was pretty bad. We had Golden State at 7. I did think they were going to make the playoffs, but Curry got hurt in the beginning. San Antonio at 8. So I have 2 teams in here that didn't make the playoffs. Oh, and Trailblazers at 6. They ended up being 8. So I had Dallas at 10. And I had the other playoff team, the Thunder, at 11. Wow, I thought I was higher on the Thunder. Maybe I wasn't. I don't know why I thought I had the Thunder as like a 7 seed, but I didn't. So I was wrong heavily on those teams. And Memphis. I thought Memphis was going to be the worst team in the West. Wow, okay. So, yeah, the non-playoff teams, like the Kings are right around where they were, kind of Spurs, but Timberwolves got to be lower, Suns got to be higher. Pels are about where they ended up, just about. If I'm like a seed or 2 off, like that's not bad. And the Grizzlies I was definitely wrong about. So not the greatest start, not the greatest predictions, but I feel like it wasn't the worst predictions in the world. Move over to the Eastern Conference now, where we're going to have, okay, I don't want to spoil anything. So I was high on the 76ers going into the year. I thought they were going to be pretty good, and I had them as the 1 seed. They were the 6 seed. So yeah, I was wrong about Philly. Bucks at 2, they were 1. I was right about Boston. I had them at 3, and they were 3. Pacers at 4. I think I was right. Yeah, wasn't the Pacers 4 Miami 5? Oh, man, now I don't know. No, Miami might have been 4. No, I think Miami was 4. Okay, either way, I was about a seed off. I had Raptors at 5. They ended up being 2, so I was wrong about them. Heat at 6. They ended up being 4 or 5, so it was close. Nets at 7. Magic at 8. I got that right. That's pretty hype. Bulls at 9. No, Wizards were 9, I think, and then Hornets were 10. I had Pistons and Knicks a little too high. Hawks around where they ended up. Cavs was perfect. Cavs is the worst team, and then, yeah, the Hornets were a little low. Wizards were a little low as well. So I basically just had to flip the Knicks and the Pistons with the Wizards and Hornets, and it would have been a perfect non-playoff. And the Bulls were a little too high, but 76ers as a 1 seed is definitely embarrassing. That definitely hurts, but I feel like this isn't the worst in the world. I predicted every playoff team, just not in the correct order. All right, so those are my conference predictions. All right, not the greatest in the world. The ones I got exactly right, one in the Western Conference. I don't know if any of these are right. I don't know if the Pelicans were the 13th seed. Either way, so 1 exactly right, and then I'm pretty sure I got 2. I don't know if the Pacers were 4 or 5. I think they were 5. So 2, 3, 4, and then Cavs are 5. I got like 5 exactly right at a 30. That's pretty horrible. I don't know though. Some of these might be right as well. Like then the Hawks could have been the 12th. I'm not sure off the top of my head. All right. So here we go. We got the award predictions. So Embiid was my MVP. Yeah, I don't know. I wanted to throw out like a name nobody was throwing out and be like, there's a chance he could win MVP. And I had Philly as the 1 seed. And Embiid is the best player on the Sixers. So that was my logic there. If the Sixers were the 1 seed, Embiid could have won MVP. And he stayed fairly... Did he stay fairly healthy this year? Now that I don't think so. Now I'm contradicting myself. But either way, that was a dumb pick. I had Jokic at 2. Oh, man, that sucks. I had Giannis at 3, 80 at 4, Harden at 5. I didn't have LeBron. Yeah. Give me the L's. Obviously, nobody was predicting Luka to be top 5 in MVP. I got 3 out of the top 5, I would say. I would say you basically take out Embiid and Jokic and you throw in Luka and LeBron, and those are the top 5. Either way, I had Giannis at 3. I should have had Giannis at 1. Rookie of the year, I got right. I had Ja at 1, Zion at 2, RJ at 3, and Hero at 4. So I was high on Hero. RJ would be a little bit lower. Obviously, Zion got hurt and didn't play a lot this season. So he might end. I don't know if he ended up second in Rookie of the Year. I don't think they announced Rookie of the Year. I think they've announced Defensive Player of the Year, Most Improved, and Coach of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year, I got wrong, but I was close. I had Rudy Gobert, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Miles Turner, and Pascal Siakam. Obviously, you can take Turner and Siakam out of there, throw in Anthony Davis, but I had Gobert and Giannis. They were top 2 anyway, and Giannis ended up winning. I had Giannis at 2. Sixth Man of the Year, I had Lou Will winning. He did not. No, they haven't announced it yet. He could still win. Jeremy Lamb tore his ACL. JJ Redick, no. And Marcus Smart. I thought maybe Marcus Smart was going to be a sneaky right pick, but no. It ended up being Schroeder, Harrell, and Lou Will, and then you could have had also Derrick Rose in there, but... All right. I mean, my predictions haven't been horribly wrong, but they haven't been close to right anyway. Obviously, the Embiid MVP, I'm going to get clowned on in the comments, I could feel. Most improved player, I had Jonathan Isaac at 1, Anthony Simons at 2, Lowry Markkanen at 3, TJ Warren at 4, Bam Adebayo at 5. So at least I had Bam in there. I didn't have Devontae Graham. I didn't have Luka. I didn't have Brandon Ingram, but I had Bam in there. I had TJ Warren. 2 guys that, definitely improved. Markkanen, I was super high on this year, and I was wrong about it. I said... There is a chance Markkanen could be an all-star, all depending on how he fits with Boylan this year, and it didn't work out. So I said that was the thing that could have made him not an all-star, and it was. But Markkanen was very disappointing this year. Isaac got hurt, unfortunately, but he was looking great. He could have been in the conversation before he got hurt. He was probably going to make an all-defensive team and be in the Defensive Player of the Year voting. He was incredible before he got hurt, and Anthony Simons was just a dumb one. I don't know what I was thinking there. Coach of the Year, Mike Malone. I had that because I had the Nuggets as the 1 seed, and I was wrong about that. Brett Brown, the reason I had him there was because I had the Sixers as the 1 seed, and I was wrong about both the 1 seeds. I had Budenholzer, Doc Rivers, and Quinn Snyder in there as well. Yeah, no Billy Donovan for me, no Nick Nurse, no Brad Stevens, no Eric Spoelstra, no Frank Vogel. Not the best whatsoever. And then Executive of the Year, I had Lawrence Frank / Michael Wigner, the president and general manager of the LA Clippers. I should win that, I think. I think they should be Executive of the Year. Just look away from my second one. I had Elton Brand. Oh boy, Elton Brand. And then I had, who's Lindsay again? Dennis Lindsay of the Utah Jazz. So just because of the Bojan and Conley signings, Elton Brand was maybe if Al Horford and Tobias worked out, and then, which it didn't. And then the Clippers one was a pretty easy pick. But yeah, I guess I could have had Sean Marks in there. I guess looking back on it, you could have had still Masai Ujiri in there, or Bobby Webster, Danny Ainge maybe, getting Kemba Walker. Maybe Pat Riley and Andy Ellisberger, the Miami Heat. Yeah, I think they could be up there as well with getting like Duncan Robinson, Kendrick Nunn, Jimmy Butler, obviously. So, yeah, those are my award predictions. Not the best. I will get 1 right in Rookie of the Year. I could get 6 Man of the Year right, and I'll probably get Executive of the Year, but that's not a good percentage. Moving on, what else do we have? We have coaches that could be fired. I don't want to spoil the bottom of it, so it's all the way at the bottom, as you can see. David Fizdale, yeah, he got fired, so I was right about that. Scott Brooks, I don't think he's getting fired from the Washington Wizards. I think they said they want him back next year. Billy Donovan, I thought there was a chance he could have been fired if they were bad this year, and I had the Thunder as the 11th seed, so I had them as a bad team. Therefore, thought he was going to get fired. Jim Boylan fired. Alvin Gentry fired. So I got 3 to the 5 right. I didn't really think of Nate McMillan. Was there anybody else that got fired? Kenny Atkinson. I definitely didn't think of Kenny Atkinson, but I got 3 to the 5, right? Not bad, not bad. David Fisdale, remember him, man. And then we have players can be traded. Is that the last one? No, then we still have All-Star and Conference Finals. So players that could be traded. How many are here? So we got, okay, we have 7 of these. Gotcha. Let's do this. Okay, so Buddy Hield. I mean, he could get traded in the offseason, but he didn't get traded during the regular season. But there's a good chance he will get traded in the offseason. Domantas Sabonis, I thought maybe the Turner Sabonis frontcourt was going to work out and they would make a move. He was the All-Star. He's not going to probably get moved in the offseason. Bradley Beal, there was a lot of Bradley Beal speculation before he signed the extension. He didn't get traded. Why did I have Jaylen Brown there? Maybe this was before any of these guys signed their extensions. Why did I have Jaylen Brown there? Because there was always the Jaylen Brown for Domantas Sabonis rumors. But now that I'm thinking about it, dumb to put him there. Blake Griffin, nobody's taking his contract. Kevin Love, he had a lot of rumors to get traded, but he never did. Teams like Portland would maybe try to trade for him, but he never got moved, or Phoenix. But none of these players got traded. Actually, number 7, any Knicks player on 1-year deals. Portis, Morris, Smith Jr., Payton, Frank, Ellington, or Gibson. I got 1 right. Marcus Morris did get traded, so I did get 1 out of the 7 right. I'm still kind of baffled that I put Jaylen Brown in there. I don't know why. I don't know what's worse, putting Jaylen Brown in players that could be traded, or Embiid as my MVP, or Brett Brown as my runner-up to Coach of the Year. But I got 1 right, but it was a bunch of Knicks players, and I happened to get 1 right. But not the greatest prediction in the world, but those are also very hard to do as well. I guess you could have had Wiggins. Why didn't I have D'Lo in there? I don't know. That was dumb. I should have had D'Lo. Obviously, we knew Andre Drummond got traded. Yeah, why didn't I put Drummond in there either? Wow, that was dumb by me. Looking back in hindsight, very dumb. All right, so we got the All-Stars now. West All-Stars. Curry, he got hurt. Okay, so you can see Paul George at the bottom, right? Yeah, so we got Curry, got hurt. Harden right, Kawhi right, LeBron right. So I got 3 starters right. Jokic was a borderline starter, but AD beat him out. Had Lillard, Westbrook also made it. McCollum. I had McCollum making the All-Star game? Okay. Gobert. Okay, so, and then I also had AD, Cat, and Paul George. AD made it. I'm pretty sure Paul George did not. So I didn't have Ingram or Chris Paul making it. And then my wild card, I had either Gobert, Mitchell, or Luka. And all 3 of them made it. So I mainly just picked 1, and I said any one of those 3 could make it, and I was right. So you take out McCollum, you take out Cat, you take out Paul George, you take out Curry, and you add in all 3 of those wild cards. You add in Ingram, you add in Chris Paul, and then I don't think Lillard played, and you add in Booker. There might be somebody that I'm forgetting. I don't think Paul George made the All-Star game. I don't know. It's all a blur to me now. But, yeah, it was close. That was close. That wasn't that bad. Eastern All-Stars, we got, let's not spoil this. And we're going to have to. Oh, no, we could just do this. There we go. Okay. So, East All-Stars, Kyrie got hurt. I thought he would have. I think he would have definitely made it if he didn't get hurt. Bradley Beal made it. Giannis made it. Siakam made it. Embiid made it. So, I got 3 out of the 5 starters right in the East as well. Just missed out on Kemba and Trae Young. But I had Kemba off the bench with Ben Simmons, Jimmy Butler. They all made it. Blake Griffin, no. Middleton, he made it. And then I had 1 out of these 5. Zach LaVine, Trae Young, Larry Markkinen, Julius Randle, Miles Turner, and maybe a Magic player. But I got Trae Young. We could say I meant Trae Young there. So who am I missing out? Oh, Jason Tatum I am missing out on. So you take out Blake, you throw in Tatum. And then you take out Kyrie and you throw in... Oh, Lowry, right? Yeah, Lowry, I think, made the All-Star game. So I was... Not terrible. So, conference finals, the last thing we got here in the NBA finals, I had Lakers versus Clippers and 76ers versus the Bucks. And I had Clippers over the 76ers in 6. I did end up changing this around December to Clippers over Bucks in 6. But, yeah, I was wrong in the preseason, man. I was high on the Sixers this year. I really was. But it didn't work out. It did not work out. They were very disappointing this year. And those are my... Oh, and then I had Finals MVP Kawhi Leonard. There you go. So, I could still get that. I could still get the Clippers winning it all, my preseason pick. But, yeah, these were my 2020 NBA season preseason predictions. I was wrong about a lot of these, but I guess if you come up with all this stuff, it's going to be very hard to be right about these. But let me know what you want to clown me on in the comments below. If you want to give me any praise, I'll appreciate that. Let me know in the comments below. You can let me know any of your predictions if you were embarrassed about any of them, or some of them were right and you're like, wow, can't believe I predicted that. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Drop a thumbs up if you guys did enjoy. You guys are seeing this on Wednesday. 2K21 comes out Thursday at midnight. Don't know if I'll be doing any 2K21 content on this channel, but maybe Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. And then I do also plan on reacting to my 2019 mock draft as well. So thank you all for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.